What's up guys, welcome to the video. I'm MMA Tizzer, and today I was going to be doing a video about Dricus du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya, but some big news dropped. Francis Ngannou is fighting Tyson Fury. Finally, Francis Ngannou got the fight that no one thought he could get. He's done it. He's got the biggest money fight ever possible. This will literally set him up for a life, win, lose or draw. It doesn't matter. He is done. This is just the biggest W over the UFC. He got the biggest event possible. The UFC are literally going to have to drop their biggest card to compete with this, because Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou is a super fight. It's on a level of Jones Ngannou. You know, this fight is going to do numbers. You know, this ain't Ngannou Wilder. This ain't Ngannou Joshua. You know what I mean? This ain't Ngannou, one of the other terrible boxers who I've all forgot about now. This is Ngannou Fury. You know, Fury is the best heavyweight boxer in the world. There's no doubt. You know, he talks smack. You know, he's very popular. He's a household name, especially in Europe and America. And he is fighting Francis Ngannou, who is basically the second biggest UFC heavyweight star behind John Jones. But prior to John Jones being light heavyweight, this guy was the biggest. He's becoming a household name. You know, he was known for being the world's strongest puncher, supposedly. And I can't wait for this fight. It is on the 28th of October this year in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. It looks insane. And who am I picking? I'm leaning towards Tyson Fury. I am leaning towards him. I think if Deontay Wilder couldn't do it against Tyson Fury, he lost them twice. I don't think that Ngannou can win. But having said that, you know, is there a chance that Ngannou knocks him out? Yeah, I'm not writing him off. I think the win percentages in this fight, the ratio, I think Fury's got a 60% chance of winning, and Ngannou's got about a 40% chance, because Ngannou is very, very dangerous in the first 5 or 6 rounds of this fight. You know, before he gashes. This guy, Ngannou's cardio is definitely improved, and he's much more patient, which is undoubtedly going to help him in the ring. However, you know, Fury's got a good chin, okay? So this guy ain't going to be getting dropped by straight jabs, at least. You know, I know Ngannou's got power, but I'm pretty confident, you know, with gloves on, he can take good punches. So he should be good for that. However, in exchanges, this is where it gets dangerous. You know, if Ngannou presses him up against the corner, I don't know if he's going to be wanting to bop his head around, because that's risky when you're fighting Ngannou, you know. When you're fighting Derek Chisora, who's finished and old, you can do that, okay? Ngannou, he's got next level speed, and when he hits you, you sleep, you know. And also, this guy's been training boxing, so I imagine we're going to see the best striking on display. But let's be honest, guys, Ngannou's boxing is not on the level of Fury, okay? Fury is better than him. He stronger than Fury? Yeah, he's probably stronger than him, but Fury's the bigger guy. He's 6'7", and Ngannou's about 6'5", I'd say. You know, I think it says 6'4" in the UFC, but he's taller than guys that are actually 6'4". And yeah, obviously Fury's got the cardio in this matchup, so if this does go over 6 rounds, which I think it will, I think this fight will go over 6 rounds, I think we're really going to see Fury pull away, put the pressure on Ngannou. And honestly, guys, I think we could see a very late finish. I think we could see like a 10 or 11th round finish in this fight. You know, like body shots into the head, and Ngannou's just shelling up and not responding. The ref just calls it. I don't think he's going to flatline Ngannou, because Ngannou's got an insane chin, to be fair. You know, Ngannou's never been finished. So I doubt Fury's going to be the one to do it, because I know Fury has decent power. He's not like a pillow puncher, you know what I mean? But he doesn't have, like, when you think about Tyson Fury, you don't think about his power. You more think about how, you know, his ability. You know, he's very, very, very deceivingly athletic, and, you know, he's got reach. He's very good at distance management, which is something that Francis might struggle in this matchup. I think he will. And the jab is obviously going to be an issue for Ngannou. Ngannou's going to need to get a class jab for this. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to get in. He's just going to get stung in the face, teeped in the face every 5 seconds. Not going to be a good night for him. Obviously, Ngannou's plan in this one's quite simple, guys. He's going to try and get him out of there as quick as possible. I don't expect Ngannou to come in swinging like an idiot. I don't think this will be like Deontay Wilder 1. I think this will more be like Wilder Fury 2 or 3. I think maybe 3. I think Ngannou's going to be a tougher matchup than Wilder was the first time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And a place I really do think Ngannou's going to be able to take advantage of his strength is in the clinch, because I think he will be stronger than Fury. Deontay Wilder is quite small, I think. and he's definitely not as strong as Ngannou. Ngannou's a bigger guy. I think Wilder weighs about 230. Ngannou's about 270 pounds, 280 pounds. I know he cuts down to heavyweight in the UFC, so he's a really big guy, and he's very strong. He's got big shoulders and arms. So early on, I guess a good idea is if they're gonna clinch, he's gonna be able to bust the clinch. So I hope he should be able to do that because he definitely looks stronger than Fury up top. And if he can control the clinch, he can get a good on the break. He can look to land. Obviously, when this fight is up close, Ngannou's got the advantage. He's got the knockout power, and he's got a good chin too. But at a distance, this fight is Fury's fight to win. And I think the majority of the fight will take place at a distance, which is why I'm picking Fury to win. But I think Ngannou's going to have a good. I think he's going to put up a good fight. I don't think this is going to be a steamroll. I think people are going to maybe overlook how good Ngannou is and say, oh, well, he's a UFC fighter, he can't box. And although it is true that, his boxing ain't the slickest, I still feel like he's going to pose a pretty significant threat to Fury. It's not going to be like a 3-round, like absolute masterclass from Fury. Am I predicting him to finish him? Yeah, like I said, I do think he'll get the late stoppage on Ngannou. I think he'll gas and crumble, and the pressure of Fury just relentlessly going forward because he feels the confidence as the fight gets on. But like I said, look, Ngannou can land, But having said that, he didn't land against Cyril Gane, okay? And let's be honest, Cyril Gane isn't as good a boxer as Tyson Fury is, okay? And I know Cyril uses kicks and stuff to, manage distance, but I just feel like if you can't land on Gane, you can't land on Fury. So that's me. That's my prediction. So Ngannou's really gonna have to focus on improving his boxing. One of the positives, for this is that Ngannou, he has a long time to work on it. It's in October, so I think that's about 6 months, maybe 5-6 months from now. So he's got half a year to prepare, which I think is a good idea because if Fury really wanted to win this, like he should have given him a month because obviously Fury's gonna be the fresher guy in that. He's Ngannou you can't teach yourself how to box with the best guy in 30 days. But I'm pretty surprised they went that long. I think that favors Ngannou 100%. The Saudi heat, that might play a factor. Obviously, if I was Ngannou, I'd look to be getting out there at least a month before just to acclimatise because I can imagine, I'm not used to Saudi heat. If I was out there doing a heavy exercise, I know I would gas quicker than I normally would. So, you're definitely going to want to acclimatise to that. Fury's fought in Saudi before, he's been there, done that in Saudi. And obviously, I know Ngannou used to do really extensive labour in Cameroon, which has a somewhat similar climate, I can imagine. Very, very warm and hot and dry. So, he should be good. But yeah, going for Fury, I think 10th round TKO. I think the referee's going to step in. The pressure's just going to get too much for Ngannou. I don't think he's going to knock him out per se. I don't even know if he's going to knock him down. I just think he's going to be landing, and Ngannou's not going to be able to answer back. He's just too tired, and it's just getting too much for him. And the referee's going to step in, on a gassed, broken Ngannou. But Ngannou, he's going to look a bit upset that he didn't win his boxing fight. But honestly, it doesn't matter because this is win or lose in the ring. It's a win for Ngannou because he's getting loads of money. I can imagine this is the biggest payday of his life, undoubtedly. Dana White is the real loser of this fight. He's crying right now. No one really thought this fight was gonna happen, but it's happened. So I'm glad Fury really accepted this. I really think he's changed the landscape of the UFC now because a lot of guys are gonna think, hang on a minute, I'm a big UFC star. Why don't I go and fight a big boxing star? Why don't I go and fight Canelo? Lighter guys might think that I'll go and fight Canelo and make 10 times my normal paycheck, 15 times my normal paycheck, instead of having to fight, against the people that grapple and I can't grapple and I'm a striker. I'd rather just fight a striker. So it's stuff like that. It really opens up more possibilities for stuff like that. Dana White's crying right now, like I said. He's the real loser of this entire thing. And I just thought I'd break this news really quickly. I saw it like 10 minutes ago and I thought, you know what, never mind the Drickus video, that can come out tomorrow. I'm going to have to make a video on this because this is big news. Ariel Helwani right now, guys, he is ecstatic. I can just imagine when he saw this news, he probably popped a bottle of champagne. Everyone in the MMA hour right now is drinking champagne. The cake's out. You know, they're all celebrating right now. They're giving Francis Ngannou phone calls, telling him how happy they are for him. You know, he's coming up. That he's joining the party because he's making 50 mil probs. Like bare minimum, Francis will be making 50 M's from this, I imagine. Dana White is pink right now. Dana Pink. And yeah, I can't wait. I will definitely be watching this. I'll probably be watching this over the UFC card because I doubt the UFC will be able to compete with this. This seems to be October would be the Abu Dhabi card, and the UFC will have a good Abu Dhabi card. I'm pretty confident. Chimaev will be on it. I presume he's going to be fighting Cannonier on that card. I presume Makachev will be on that card too. So it will be a good card. I'm going to try and watch both. Boxing's usually on earlier than the UFC, so it kind of works out. So Dana White's plan isn't going to work. But I think most people are going to want to watch the boxing over the UFC. Unless it's some crazy card, you know. Unless Edwards is on the card as well. And then I think maybe, you know, they can switch it. You know, maybe if the Volk Makachev rematch is on, I know Volk's currently injured, but, you know, the guy's a superhuman. He'll probably just heal up way faster than he said. He said December. He can probably make October, let's be honest. He said a few fights ago he was injured and he was going to be out for 12 weeks. He was back in there in no time. So that isn't really an issue for him. And honestly, this is now for the UFC, but it's a good L because it means for fans they're gonna have to put on a good card. Otherwise, they know that everyone's gonna be watching Francis Ngannou, and that is the last thing on earth Dana White wants right now. I'm gonna tell you that. Dana White really dislikes Ngannou. Very bitter subject for him. You can tell when people ask him about him, his mood instantly changes, and I just think it's hilarious to be honest. But that's it. That's it. So quick little prediction video. I'm breaking the news for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Obviously, I do content like this every single day. And comment down below who you've got in this fight. You know, you might have Ngannou by KO, which is understandable, or you might have Fury by early KO, which again, you know, he is pretty lethal. He's dangerous. He's got hands. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.